APC member and sitting senator. Now the court discover say Dino now they need to bring another issue. We go also tie Dino down to keep Dino mad.
We go tie next.
The question we say now they go bring certificate say Dino no get certificate. This now the issue with now. Now all this thing land for personal interest. Okay. So this is my candidate. Give me the appointment.
Okay.
Now 3 days ago, this will go this way. They go bring 82 years old man for no career ambassador. No career ambassador. 82 years. This 82 years. How do I say? What is ICT? He say ICT is for people like you, for children like you, senators. Senators, serving senators. It's for children like you. Good and fine.
So Dino Cantara again.
I don't know whether Dino Cantara. I don't know. I don't know.
Odi. My question is, since when CG don't do their office, why senators no come out the first day, the first week where they might resume office, first, second week, you don't reach how many months now in the office? Why senators no come out say we no agree wear uniform? No,
that was a clear. Maybe he never come to the office now. Now when they see him, when he want since they see him. Let me call that. So if you decide to
Senate now, when you want to stand for Nigeria. No wait, CG now if you stand up, make you know wear uniform.
The way they front, make no come on the camera shot and they picture you.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
You understand?
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hey, Oga, what do you need to call us for?
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Morning, sir.
Can you hear me?
We hear you. We hear you clear.
Oh, okay. My name is Benjamin, coming from Dikwe.
Okay, Benjamin from Dikwe.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm actually listening to your conversation.
Thank you very much, sir.
I want to thank you people for this very important topic you guys brought up.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir.
In politics, we can't really control what police generate. Why? Because those guys are just playing with us.
You see?
The two people on studio with you, I've had their view, their conversation and everything.
Okay.
Some of them make sense, while some of them are not making sense.
Okay.
You see, all these people call our representatives. You know, we thank God for their lives.
Hello? Hello?
The appointments given to them by federal government are there for the performance.
Yes.
They are doing underground too, just like one of you said.
Underground.
They are doing underground too, like radio too.
Yes.
You see, one day they will cut off their own men, and this is one of it. You know, as a man who just came on board, not up to, I don't know if he has stayed up to 2 years on board.
Okay.
But right now he's having controversies with his results. I am not a student of ABU. I can't really say much about that. But whatever the Sahara says, we cannot really sit down and say it's not true. Not that media house who has always been here for a quite long time. This is the same of a man has been supporting their right from the time. If you know very well, you have seen them.
Thank you very much. From Jikwe, you've made your point. You understand? We get your point, and of course, you don't tell us something. Well, the old matter is, as this is they go on now. What is my talk to man? We self, if we never see the clear picture.
Now they talk things now. Say this thing get political undertone to this thing.
There's some things where they happen.
With this glass way, we only get 4 eye for you, so you never see clear.
You understand? You understand?
This
thing gets political undertone.
Wait.
Very clear.
You go wait for another 1 week, 2 weeks, make you hear what you could say happen for this matter.
Now, with this issue now where they happen, you know, say even when they fight, they go on. They both sides, they won't bring some issues with they hidden because of this appointment. You see, I discovered say for this country, for this government, now paddy thing, do me I do you.
Okay. Man no go vex.
Now man no go vex. If you do me I do you. Now turn by turn. But I discovered say as the last caller talk, you see the appointment where our government they make, is it meant for the poor people? The appointment, is it to help the poor masses? Is it to help the district where this appointment is coming from? The senators, the other representatives, the directors, the ones with the public office. Now, everybody now want to enrich themselves. Okay. Now, that's why I say it involves personal interests. Based on the appointment, based on what is happening, fight me, I fight you. I know your secret, you know my secret. Talk your own, I'll talk my own. But if we go operate to that level, we will not go achieve results. Okay. But we need unity for this country. Like the House of the Senate now, most of these issues they discuss, they have better issues to discuss. More important issues to waste our time regarding Nigeria. He talked something about the Controller General of Custom. He said all this why. Now they see him. You understand? Say no, now they see him. You know, say you know, say that eat 3 plates of food at the same time. Maybe now the man turn rich. So they won't discuss this issue.
Well, we could take this last call before we go other things. Then come back. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What do you name? Where you call from?
My name is Isaac.
Okay, okay, Isaac, where you call us from?
I'm calling from City Gate.
Okay, I like your voice, so.
City Gate. You get strong baritone. My friends say like your voice here.
Okay, City Gate no get heart for door. I don't know who's out of City Gate in the talk.
Hello?
The truth is that, hello, are you with me?
Okay, we hear you. Make a contribution.
The truth is that,
yes.
I don't like the way people are criticizing anything on the life.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes, Nasara reporters, now talk something about that.
Will they hear you?
Will they hear you, sir?
The truth is that for the initial stage, why must Mr. President appoint a civilian outside the custom service?
There's no civilian.
Meaning that there is no any qualified trained custom service that can handle that post.
Okay.
Let's put the blame on Mr. President first. He's a military personnel retired. Understand? The custom people are there, trained ones, and he went and brought an outsider to come and head the organization. If this matter has not been handled very soon, maybe a civilian will come from somewhere that will have to come and head the Inspector General of Police or an army chief. You understand? Let's be realistic to ourselves.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, MC Ude,
very clear.
Babaji, this matter we don't stress on much, and of course we don't get to react from people. I would like more people next level, but before then I will get something we won't play. I will consign.
We'll go drink water.
We'll drink water. We'll come back.
Depending on the water, and pure water, and a bottle water.
Well, any which one. Water. Well, my country people, of course, we're not going anywhere. Right now, we get one. This one will bring up on our consign harbor treatment of various ailments, whether treatment of HIV as the pharmacists go to offer, treatment of other ailments like TB. You get and of course we want play for now so that when I get the number, get the details, and I will call on the particular man, call on the organization because they did good in harbor treatment. We are not going anywhere. We will play this harbor matter. We will come back. We will continue with waiting they happen and continue with other stories where they gone. We are not going anywhere. I waiting to happen with this.
Herbal medicine is the oldest form of healthcare known to mankind. Herbs have been used by all cultures throughout history. It was an integral part of the development of modern civilization. Primitive man observed and appreciated the great diversity of plants available to him. The plants provided food, clothing, shelter, and medicine. Most of the medicinal use of plants seem to have been developed through observations of wild animals and by trial and error. As time went on, each tribe added the medicinal power of herbs in their area to its knowledge base. In Africa, traditional African medicine is a holistic discipline.
Herbal medicine is a revolution in the country and in the health service as a whole.
The search for alternative medicine to complement the orthodox medicine in Nigeria has been on for a while. More so, Nigeria is blessed with all kinds of herbs across the length and breadth of this country. And since the evolution of man, people have been falling sick and remedies found. But today, traditional herbal medicine has made giant strides in our society with the revelation of Chief Ben Amodu. This man may not be the world's Ben Carson, whose ingenuity and doggedness provided respite for complicated brain problems. But from the quiet abode of Abeji Koloife, the ancestral home of the Igalas, comes a man whose equal strides with other world's greatest has provided and still giving reference in doggedness, leadership and excellence.
I am pharmacist barrister Benjamin Amodu. I'm a Deputy Director, Capital Procurement, Federal Ministry of Health, Abuja. I come from a little village called Abajikolo in the present Obana local government of Kogi State. I grew up there doing my primary school, which I ended up in NA Primary School, Ayangba. From there I proceeded to Seminole Secondary School as the first set of the school. We were interested in science to the extent that I was using my mother's stove to do science experiments in our school, being a community school, the famous Ochaja Secondary School, where I did my O-levels and passed with credit in all subjects.
With his unquenchable thirst for experience, he is today an authority in the pharmaceutical, legal and administrative world, as he combines all this with natural intelligence to carve a niche for himself in the circle of nation building, as he has created job opportunities for many. Chief Ben Amodu, a graduate of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where he bagged a Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy in 1980 and proceeded to the University of Lagos Business School in 1989, capping it with a degree in law in 2002 from the University of Abuja, and is currently the Acting Director of Procurement, Federal Ministry of Health.
I went to Ahmadu Bello University School of Basic Studies. There I read science and I passed, and by 1979, 76-77, we entered the ABU School of Pharmacy, where I graduated BSc in Industrial Pharmacy in 1979-80 session. Thereafter, I was employed at the federal level, worked briefly at the Post Authority. I was posted to State House Clinic in Lagos, that's the President's Clinic, where I worked for several years in Dodam Barracks as the head of the pharmacy department. While there, I studied part-time Masters in Business Administration, which I got in 1988. Thereafter, I also studied and got LLB in law, and I was called to bar in 2002, and I chartered in alternative dispute resolution as a lawyer.
The versatile pharmacist has achieved great number of strides in pharmaceutical research and development. He is an enigma going by the landmark achievement in undertaking research on Igala herbal management of HIV/AIDS, sickle cell disease, ulcer, tuberculosis, malaria, and other ailments, and a herbal treatment from food for lowering BP, which has powerful libido-enhancing effect, and a powerful multi-herbal preparation for managing diabetes. Thanks to the triple power supplement of Halamin herbal products, known as DABs, SABs, and HABs.
While I was working in State House Clinic, HIV/AIDS broke out in 1981-82, and I was in charge of the hospital. There was this drug they call AZT, and according to my pharmacy profession, when we took oath, we were told not to dispense any drug that has side effects so much more than the useful effect. And I found AZT as one of them. So I, as the head of the place, I was not interested. I was not actually dispensing it because of my curiosity about the side effects. As God will have it, I bumped into a German work who says combination of certain herbs can actually treat HIV/AIDS. And I took it like this from then and started developing the local ones we have here, testing them as I move on in life, until when I was set to go to a lab in Lagos. Basically, they told me there are 4 tests to do, and they subjected it to test. Does this material I have anti-inflammatory, antipyretic properties? They compared it with diclofenac. Diclofenac is a very strong pain relieving drug. After that, they said it must have a serious antibiotic effect. They compared it with ciproxine, which is a very strong antibiotic. My product came out passing it. The next stage is it must have a strong antidiarrheal effect, which they use the ileum of a pig to cause diarrhea and apply my product. My product stopped it. The final stage is that it must have the ability to reduce the viral load, because viral load, if you are infected with HIV, usually your viral load will be high. So anything that will have effect on HIV must be able to reduce the viral load and increase the immunity of the system. This was done in a rabbit test. 2 sets of rabbit were gotten. One was subjected to, well, the 2 of them, HIV was created. When they used AZT in one group, they used my concussion in another group. At the required time, they now killed them, subjected them to further tests to determine how much has the viral load reduced. In the one with AZT, it shows some reduction. In my own, it shows significant reduction. Not only that, the immunity system were checked. The one with HIV, with AZT, had little improvement on the immunity, but mine showed significant improvement in the immunity of the animal. So it is from there now they came out to say that my product has a significant effect on HIV/AIDS. I was not done with it still. When we were asked to come down to Abuja, I still took this material to NIPRID, the Institute of Pharmaceutical Development, which you are aware is #1 herbal something in the whole of West Africa, and indeed in Africa. So I went with this claim. They underwent the same 4 stages, and the result came out well, perfect.
How potent Halamin supplements are to various treatment measures this product has witnessed over time cannot be overemphasized. In a one-on-one chat during the program Panorama on the NTA, Chief Ben Amadu gives details on the Halamin discovery and how effective it has been over time.
What is the active ingredients of these herbal drugs?
As for active ingredients, they are majorly made up of phytochemicals, vitamins.
What do you mean by phytochemicals?
Phytochemicals are certain chemicals that you find in plant kingdom that brings out certain chemical reactions that leads to the wellness of the victim or whoever that uses it. There are also minerals like calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and so on, which are very, very powerful. If you have high potassium, you are not likely to have BP. Another one is trace elements like selenium, zinc, and whatever. Then also we have resins and essence. We also have glycosides. We also have tannins and saponins. These are the different group of materials that are gotten from different plants that we've been able to carefully combine them to elicit various chemical reactions.
And these plants in Nigeria, these are plants you can find in forests.
We have too much of it.
We want to know the response of people who are on your drugs. And again, what is the percentage of Nigerians, would you say, are using herbal medicine?
Yes, I will first of all answer your cancer question. I have 11 recipes to my credit right now being analyzed at IDU, the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Research Study, where a group of professionals have been set up to do some animal experiments. And so far, a number of them have passed critical tests. What I mean, strong anti-inflammatory of these chemical substances which are from organic source, nervous system effects, stability, sort of. And right now they are on animal experiment whereby rats are induced with various chemicals to create a semblance of prostate cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, and my products, 11 of them, are being used on these cancers to see the level of their ability to suppress them right now. As for the use of herbal products for Africa, as documented by WHO, 80%. I can foresee a situation of about 5-6 of my products passing the cancer test. I can foresee Nigeria becoming a tourist hub, a tourist kind of hub for herbal treatment in the whole of Africa and indeed in the world.
Confirmation of the efficacy of the Halamin supplements abound and too numerous to mention, as evidence have shown its ability in the management of sickle cell disease, HIV/AIDS, diabetes, among others. But most interesting is the case of Salima Turaji, a 10-year-old primary 4 pupil in Abuja, and is a sickle cell patient who had been using conventional drugs since she was diagnosed of sickle cell when she was 6 years old, and has received blood transfusion 3 times between 2001 and 2007. During the period, she was more regular in the hospital than in the school. However, Salimatu have started enjoying a new lease of life since 2008, and her 40-year-old mother says it is due to the Halamin Sabs herbal supplement.
In a year, we can visit hospital almost 12 times. There's an improvement. We are no more visiting hospital as before, and she's no more, a lot of the changes that I have is that the crisis is not much like that.
I would like to continue using the drugs.
Also, this 40-year-old lady who was being interviewed tested positive to HIV in 2003 and was placed on conventional drugs. The lady who holds a diploma certificate in accountancy said she lost her job on account of her health status, as she was absent from work most of the time. However, the news here is that herbs, herbal supplement, other beneficiaries of the efficacious wonders of the Halamin Sabs, dabs and herbs, herbal supplement, commented.
That's my problem. I'm very good. There are 3 triples. 1, I have a BP. Secondly, I have a diabetes, and even one leg always be paining me, hurting me like nails enter into my body. Then all part of my body will be very hot. And so medicine, I'm tired of medicine. All the time I go, they will give me medicine, but my mind said I should go for local one because if I go for test the same thing and I will not sleep. So the doctor found describe a person for me that I should trace him, that if I can use that medicine it will help. I test it and see. That's why I come here.
The giant stride this noble son of the soil has achieved in pharmaceutical research has been clinically certified by the Nigerian Pharmaceutical Research and Development, as all Halamin herbal products went through safety and stability tests, which was subsequently sent to the headquarters of NAFDAC, and the issuance of its registration number subsequently was a pointer to the fact that Halamin herbal products have met all necessary stability and safety conditions.
In my department, I happen to be in charge of the stability unit, and I'm aware that some of the products from that company came for stability profiling, and we did them, and we submitted the results. I submitted the results to my director, and my director gave out the result to the director of Halamin Chemicals. And Halamin called us to tell us he was happy with us, that because NAFDAC carried out their own investigations based on the report we gave him and enlisted them and gave them registration numbers. And I don't think NAFDAC will approve anybody's medicine for consumption if they didn't do their own homework. And in terms of safety, which you were asking to, my department is not responsible for that. The Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology is responsible for that. I also know, because we have a team that work on all of this, I also know that safety studies were done in that department and reports were given to Halamin. I'm sure that that company have reports from this institute to show that those products which they submitted to us are safe for human consumption. I'm also sure that they have the reports that those products which they submitted to us are highly stable and therefore can go to market for consumption, which was what NAFDAC did.
We have assessed these products for safety. They are made from natural products, plant materials, botanical supplements, they can be called, and we used mammals which share a lot of similarities, physiological and pharmacological similarities with humans for the assessment. We used the rats and we used the mice for the studies that we did for Halamin Chemicals Nigeria Limited. And for these 6 preparations that they brought, we found out they are acutely safe for use in humans. And we also need to know that these are natural products, that's plant medicines that have been used in Nigerian communities for a very long time.
Records have it that the Asians are the strongest and long-lasting species of humans in the globe, and this is largely attributed to their acceptance of herbal drugs as an alternative medicine. Remember, a healthy nation, they say, is a wealthy nation. Why don't we take advantage of the new lease of hope of achieving great health by identifying with Halamin Sabs, dabs, herbs, herbal supplement? As we call on all individuals, philanthropists, corporate bodies, the government, and well-meaning Nigerians to join hands in sustaining this great discovery of one of our own.
Dr. Ben Amodu, of course, in our Harbour, Dr. Imbi, of course. Thank God for House of Rep, National Assembly. We don't pass the second reading or third reading for on Harbour product, and very soon all these things will enter our system. And of course, we're going to get so many treatments and so many treatments on many emails when we think only foreign and good things fit cure, of course, and the cure is even still there. But for this particular man, we don't come out and you don't tell us what we fit do, or don't see the address, see the phone number. We can call, we can visit them for those ones we get a matter for grant, so that you will get treatment and get a solution for whatever sickness or illness you get. Well, now what did happen with this? And of course, we don't come again, which are that concluding segment right now. Of course, I get for house here. Somebody was there before, of course, a new face will sit down with us here. For my far right, I get normally my barrister second will always come talk with us here, so that we go fair analyze so many issues with the ground. He go tell us. Yesterday, barrister today, barrister second don't sit down with us here. And of course, I get here and here, we just down my side, immediate right here, King Energy. Of course, the first time we come to the show, and of course, I want to sit down here making tell us what you think and how you feel. But before we continue, guys, I get one call. I don't know who to call it. We can take the call for them. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Reduce your volume of your TV. You hear me now? Hello? Hello, you hear? Hello, Mr. Ben. Okay, where did you call us from? What is your name again?
Hello?
Hello, what is your name? Where did you call from?
I call from Lugbe.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Ben.
Oh, Mr. Ben. Oh, okay, make a contribution.
I also want to comment on a good work for people there.
Thank you very much. Okay, that's all I mean. Sir?
I think my people is away there. I just want to comment on that.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Ben.
So maybe I'll call my letter again.
Okay, thank you very much, Ben.
All right.
Thank you. Barrister. First of all, I want you to introduce yourself, make you do that for us, King Energy. But now you be, now you just you visitor.
I will say I will visitor.
You know a visitor for the media sector, yes. But for this program, now you just come in, introduce yourself and make your contribute for house. Then just give them your own word. What do you think?
On which matter? Which of the matter?
And just greet the contributor first of all. Greet them. Tell them your name.
Anyway, you know already tell on my name. My name still remains King Energy, Warrior. A radio presenter with one of the major radio stations here in Abuja.
Okay.
I think that now we are supposed to No, for now.
Okay, well, Barrister, we go straight to the matter of the ground.
Okay.
This issue will concern the indoor bidding, 5 billion naira.
Yes.
It's not so easy like that. It was big. So I don't feel talk, I don't feel take bring something come out. Even if I don't feel just right talk say this is Barrister. I don't feel come out. I be media organization. I don't feel come out just talk, just write something.
No. You see, when you talk something, then the other person say na lie. Don't get right. You take go court, say, this man don't lie against me, or this man don't talk wetin no be possible about me.
Okay.
Call to Mona come check. And if I find out say true he lie against me, see the amount of money I dey find for him to spoil my name or spoil my reputation. Maybe because of that thing, my people don't look me anyhow. Or maybe get some things where they get before one of you get because of what he talk against me. It's not only media, even person to person. If this few person say like
so wait, how those media people take put on now when they become true? How do they put it down?
No. What then we they talk now be say the media people feel say they get information where the world need to know.
Okay.
They come talk and say, see that man on they look he no graduate. Now statement of fact with that. You understand? Yes, we call statement of fact. And statement of fact is also liable to what we call a rebuttal. That is, if you make this statement of fact, the other man will report your statement, or if he deny your statement.
The person will be concerned.
The person will be concerned. If he deny your statement, you know man a statement of fact.
Okay.
I graduate is a statement of fact. It may not be the truth, it may be the truth. That's the difference between fact and truth.
Okay.
Let's say we, for our own common language, everything that's the fact, then are the truth with that.
Okay.
But in law, when they say fact, then a statement where you don't make.
Okay.
Now facts be that.
So now facts.
And now facts. Anyhow we take on now facts.
No side now opinion.
Not the opinion, now facts. And fact, if you make a statement of fact, you need to prove it. Now the evidence has tell us that all statements of fact need to be proved. That means if you talk something, you must talk how
it happen,
or how you believe say they true.
Okay.
Or if you get what you to show say that your statement they true, you bring down sure.
Okay.
Now they go before court with that.
Okay, Kiyon, what do you think about this Dino matter and everything?
You know, I don't they hear the matter, I don't they tell they don't begin to talk about this matter. The truth will be say I see and say the level our democracy day. But I won't look relieve common sentiment. Because the way we don't manage our own democracy, we Nigeria, if Mr. A, they catch him, they get some somebody call him say, okay, see what Mr. A do. Because of say Mr. A, not from my own, because I say Mr. A, not be from my own place, or not be from my own side. I do not say, oh no, Mr. A no do, Mr. A no do.
Okay, why you talk like that for this matter? So?
No, why they talk about the matter now? They say, based as the thing don't be, Sahara reporter don't bring out their own. Their own facts. You get my point. They don't bring that their own facts. Our able senator don't say na lie.
Don't report the facts.
Don't report the facts. Say na lie, they lie. Now the most important thing now, if at the end of the day the court now can bring up a panel or whatever that can go into investigation, and if they find out that our able senator Dino no get certificate, he will face the consequences. But if he did the certificate, when the Sahara say it's okay, they go pay.
Sahara will face
you understand? So we need this is not a part of whether APC or PDP or somebody is cooking it or not cooking it. Time has come for us to see on how if someone have done something wrong, let's say he has done something wrong. If the person they go pardon him, you go know say they go pardon him.
Thank you very much. Your opinion of that? Well, my country people, the matter is the ground. Of course, we feel taking our opinion. Like I said, we get call. We could take this call. Hello, good morning. This is your phone for TV or come on for the TV day.
Good morning.
Good morning, Oga. What is your name? Where you call us from?
My name is Kapo.
Kapo, where you call us from?
From Metama.
From Metama. Make your own talk concerning the matter before we change.
Regarding the graduate. The right of owner, Martin will be chairman. And that must not join me for me come out. If that uniform no good to wear, that will not be station.
Okay.
If that uniform no good to wear, that will not be to drive. That will not be to enter. If it is this long, why is you collect the place for the first time? So, not going to criminal. You didn't graduate. You didn't graduate.
Thank you very much. If you call us, don't use any offensive words.
Just say your mind.
Just say your mind. No call anybody any name. You understand? Concerning that uniform.
You see,
but you feel notice the constitution talk about those.
The constitution not write them anywhere. No, just tell ourselves it. That is why the executive now, that's the presidency, don't go court to get clarification. Not to say that sue National Assembly. Now, you know, when executive and legislature get yawa, now judiciary they resolve the matter one way or the other. Now, watching the presidency one court to do, we say, any law they will mandate the Controller General of Customs to wear uniform. If court say that kind law no dey, that means National Assembly no go vex una go collect us una see. I'm coming. Okay. But if they say by law Controller General supposed to wear uniform, the man no get as he go do.
Okay.
He must wear that uniform. Now, so why make we as a lawyer I go say make we wait make the court decide. But you know there are two angles.
Say the guy don't get clarification from court.
Yeah, the court never give the clarification now. Okay. We dey wait make the court make pronouncement on the matter. Once court don't make pronouncement on the matter, it becomes law. You understand? Okay. It becomes law. That is what is called. That is how the judiciary sometimes they make law. By a pronouncement, once they make a pronouncement, it becomes part of our law. That means everybody will come with that pronouncement must obey. Okay.
This issue of constitution or no constitution, for me, is man-made. Now, human being make constitution.
So that human being go abide, everybody go abide.
And most times, it's not led for the government where they question where put that constitution, because most of our constitutions, most of our constitution is based on interest. Whether general interest or individual interest.
Well, the fact is, I know the photo shot. The fact is, as they always talk and say, difference between law and morality. Okay. Waiting be the law, now be the law. Whether it good for us or it bad for us, now be law. Okay. But if you want to look at it, maybe as human beings, that's where morality will come in. Whether this thing good for your eye or not good for your eye. Have you? Now that will be morality. What you they do, it good for your eye. Now that will be morality. Now, if you want to look at morality, waiting day this thing. You wear this uniform. You don't have for 10 minutes you wear the uniform. You go sit there. I don't wear the uniform. Waiting at the top, and I talk finish. Even before you reach gate, if you put the uniform, go. But that one no. But the thing is saying now, before we look at look morality, we must check within law talk. Morality now, if the law will engender maybe problem, that's why we can seek amicable.
But my everybody, I see. Can we sell integrity in the platform of constitution?
No, what is integrity not there here now?
No, let me tell you how integrity comes.
Let me tell you what is really happening. Let me tell you what's really happening. Now, ego problem. The two sides get big ego problem. Okay. You understand? The Controller General of Customs feel say National Assembly don't get right to tell us make it clear. They don't get the power, they don't get the right, they don't reach. The National Assembly say we go see as we do this work if you don't appear before us wear uniform. But my question is this: the time when they appoint an assembly clearer, He don't come defend budget.
Okay. He can't use uniform.
He can't use uniform, daddy. So what can be the problem?
Why suddenly?
Why down? Why now? It is very easy for people to conclude, say, if like say something they. But I'm not saying something though. Maybe not today. Now they wake up. They say the man supposed they wear uniform. But if somebody appear before you once, twice, thrice, you not wear uniform, then because in get issue where people they talk say he touch on some of the principal officers of the house.
You know see the talk now.
When I can't say he must wear uniform. How you expect the public to react the matter?
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, my name is Aminu Garbasale from Sky Memorial Complex.
Okay, Zone 5.
Yeah, good morning, Barista.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, well, I'm okay. Basically, in relation to the custom controller, Hamid Ali,
yes,
I think it's more like the issue of divide and rule.
Okay.
The person in question, Hamid Ali, was a retired soldier.
Yep.
We have different people that headed the NDLE organization, right from the elder brother to Bamei. He's been wearing his own soldier's uniform. We have Giade, all the tenure he finished wearing Agbada. We have Wale Shoyinka that was responsible, initiated road safety. He never for once wear the uniform. I think the basic issue is the main issue that Nigerians wish to have in place. It's not the issue of the uniform per se, but the issue of the country to generate internal and external taxes. When you look at the Senate President himself, there is some allegation of he purchased some car and then the lady he paid for the tax. There is blah blah and blah blah and so on. And we should look at Hamid Ali as a person. Remove him from the main man to the president. Is he doing the right thing that Nigerians wish to see as the change we elected?
So what do you think? Yes. What do you think?
My thinking is the Senate themselves have their personal agenda. And whoever refuses to do what Nigerians want at this moment, whereby we are looking for safe land, I doubt much if he will be opportune to come back to that Senate House. Hamid should not wear the uniform. Hamid should do the right thing. Hamid should continue. And I want Barrister to tell me this. Is Mr. President have any power to bring Hamid Ali under his own territory as in executive power, whereby he will not even participate with the National Assembly? Because there is a lot of atrocity when you look at what they are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
May I answer the question? The Department of Custom and Excise, they under Ministry of Finance.
Under Ministry of Finance?
Yes.
That's Customs under Ministry of Finance?
Yes.
It's under Ministry of Finance.
Under Ministry of Finance.
So
now, if they ask whether presidency get power to remove custom, place them directly under presidency.
And forget the issue of National Assembly?
No, they can't forget the issue of National Assembly because National Assembly is there to check the executive. And they believe what they do now, like to check the executive. If you ask them, they will tell you, say, we are trying to check executive lawlessness, how the man no go wear uniform, how he no go do this, how he no go do that. Yes, we agree. But is there a law? Now what if they go ask with that too? Is there a law that says this man must wear uniform? If the court say no, National Assembly not get power again.
But the court don't say no.
Whenever I decide, I think last week here they approached court now.
But we say the court. It's supposed to appear on Senate House on Wednesday.
That was why he did not appear, because he said he has already filed a process in court seeking clarification on the issue, and to disrespect to the court for him to appear when the matter dey pending.
Okay. But energy.
See, you see, you know when you talk about constitution. See, we are growing. This is a time for this country when make people say they put structures in place. If you say this is the right thing, let it be the right thing. Now, if you check with the Western world, where we say we try imitate. Because they say anything will concern the country, will be even put the uniform, will be the anything has to do with the country. They carry out with pride. And if, like for example, I say something about integrity. Now check out now. Say you dey secondary school. They from primary school wear uniform, secondary school wear uniform. My brother, if they don't handle this matter well, time will come for this country. We say primary school pikin go one day you go carry a house where enter school. And they and they pick up and say, why you know wear uniform? He go say, hey, I know what we wear. No. You know, but I'm coming barrister. I know it's not either constitutional or not constitutional. But I think the presidency, that our able president, the person will be saying get sense where we want the betterment of this country. Okay. I know say no matter. Yes, the man in question they do well. Based on his own professional duty, they work where they call and make. They do well, and we don't to say they do well. But it gets some finishing touch, that pride of this nation. Because if I didn't.